This is your all-purpose, no-nonsense movement guide to Rainbow Six Mobile. Movement, believe it or not, is actually quite a big deal in this game. There isn't too much to know, but the tricks that you do need to learn are very extensive, so make sure that you do watch this tutorial all the way through. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like on this, also subscribe to the channel. Both of those things do help me out a ton. Without wasting any more of your time, the first movement tip that I want to give you is to learn and practice leaning and peeking. This is obviously a basic tip, and it's one of the most core fundamental movements of the entire game, but it is also a critical part to becoming a solid Rainbow Six player. And if you want to compete in the higher ranks, this is something that you will need to absolutely master. It is all about learning angles, how to peek them, when to peek them, the right times to peek them, etc. And this will just be a skill that you will refine over time, something that you definitely should practice consciously, but it will just be something that will also get refined over time, and you will learn game sense. From here you can build on quick peeking, which is a skill that basically will allow you to go in and out of corners and different angles to gather info and be able to shoot quickly and effectively without taking any damage or shots. You can do this easier if you have a smaller ADS button and you swipe it to the right or swipe it to the left really fast and back, but if you also have toggle hold on for leaning buttons, then this is something that you can do as well if you have that on. And this is something that will definitely be one of the movements that set you apart in many lobbies, so you will want to learn this skill if you want to truly become a hardcore sweat. But yeah, this will be the movement that actually does put you into the diamond lobbies and so on and so forth. Mantling is a great movement, and it is also just a general core movement, but I wanted to throw it in that you can use this as a distraction, so to say, from your enemies, or just as a faster getaway in some instances. You can also auto mantle, and this is a good setting for me, but you do not need to have it on, because when your mantle button does light up or ungraze out, you can mantle that object manually, and this is useful again for a getaway, repositioning for a quick angle setup, things like that. You can also use this as a way to get behind some quick cover as well. Next movement that I have for you is the rappel or the rappel, however you want to say it, doesn't matter to me, but this is for when you are outside or at any specific part of the map where you can rappel up or down. Be sure to move fast when you are on this, because although you do have your weapon out and you can shoot back, you are still somewhat of a sitting duck basically, so be careful when you do take these, because you don't move the fastest, and again, you're kind of just a sitting duck. A good thing to know with these, because I didn't know this until recently, for some reason I might just be bad at the game, or I just might be a noob, but you can, along with moving up and down, can move to the right or left on this. So if there's like a window that you can breach or something like that you didn't line up perfectly with your rappel, then you can slide over to the left a little bit or slide over to the right a little bit, and you will line up perfectly, and you'll be able to do that no problem. I didn't know you could do this, but I'm just figured I would throw it in this video so you guys do have this trick up your sleeve, because again, I had no idea. Another really basic setting that I want to cover for you is really fast is the prone, and there's something that is very critical to know with proning. It is a very useful movement because it's a good way to catch people off guard, make people think that you are down when you're really not, so on and so forth. But you have to be careful, because in certain instances, for example, if you're on a staircase, you will not be able to aim down to actually look all the way down at the enemy at the bottom of the staircase, and also the same thing if he is up at the top. You have to be careful with this. Sometimes you have a very limited field of view. You also are not able to just crawl freely around in certain instances, because it is a very close corner game, so keep that in mind. But proning is definitely a very useful but very basic mechanic that I just wanted to throw in here really fast. This is a bit of a counterintuitive tip for a movement guide, but this is to actually move slow. This is a very tactical game. It's probably the most tactical shooter that we will have for mobile yet, besides Arena Breakout. So this game, you want to definitely take your time, and taking your time will be beneficial to you. Movement is definitely important, and it's very important to be able to kind of wiggle your way out of gunfights and into gunfights, but sometimes playing it slow and not doing any crazy movement is the way to go. Calm, collective, cool-minded is definitely the moral of this game, and playing slow honestly is more beneficial in this game than in others. So with that, I will leave you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. If you guys didn't, make sure to drop a like on this, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Both of those things job me out a ton. My name is Intense, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.